From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They're going to run a little pop pass here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there at 22. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here earlier on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7-7, our score after 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off to the 27-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
It looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, They can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice, satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 43 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He will find his man Chase complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw again.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Ravens take over. They're on 31 yards.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 2. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. He got 29 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think?
Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly into the turf.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19. Go.
He'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for and that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Inside handoff to Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their...
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve. Mixon will try the right side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him. Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 62 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise Nice call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that